Hello, welcome back to LIVENODING. In this episode, I want to share this simple setup you can create using geometry nodes. So if I hit play, so basically it's just letters or words that it creates some kind of Balloney looking letters. And the setup is really simple. I'm just using geometry nodes and a little bit of cloud simulations. Okay, so you can create this in just a few minutes. But let me just quickly show you the nodes. So string to curve, and there's this realized instances over here and realized instances over here. So that's gonna be important later. And there's a fill, extrude, mesh to volume, volume to mesh, etc. Okay, the cloth you will see in a bit. So this setup, so each words is made up of letters, and I can just change this into anything like this sunny day, or just blend. If we change it here and not on frame 0 or frame 1, it doesn't update until you change the letter and suddenly the simulation change. Okay, so because cloth itself in Blender is like another modifier that's added on top of the geometry or mesh beforehand. So this kind of works, and it's become pretty robust. Hearty. So you can change it into anything. Yep. Why do I have realized this instance over here and over here? You will see that if I turn it over here, the letter is kind of joined together. Okay, so this is kind of interesting, and you will see the effects as well if you are actually changing the character spacing. So it's changing over there, but if we didn't have it over here, it won't update to all the letters. Let me do it again. So if we change the character spacing here, and I just play, you see the characters kind of move back to original position, even though it's already like this. So that's why this realized instances is actually important. It's gonna update it for each letters, and then now the cloud simulation is working. Okay, some letters are falling because I have these hidden floors. Okay, but just gonna show you. So you can really recreate everything from scratch if you really want to. The font, if we change it to Huberfish, like gibberish, even like gibberish text like this. Change the character spacing. Okay, they're close together. We need to tap this and then tap it again. Now each letters are separate. We have this kind of gibberish words, balloon, but yeah, this and this is kind of important. The rest of them, I mean, you can just join them together. If you want to make like a different material for each of the letter or word, you can add it over here. Just set material and then just pipe this out. So we have extra slot for the material. So if we just change this to material, say we have orange, this guy can have pink color, this one maybe blue color. So if we take a look, yeah, so this is the floor. Let's say let's change the simulations a little bit. So let's adjust the character spacing, and we actually activate the instances over here, and then turn off this guy, reduce the adaptivity, and increase the voxel. So it's gonna be kind of like joined. Yeah, it's a little bit abstract, but you will see also the maybe the simulations of the clothes, we want it to be different. So let's change this to hot, this one cold. The clothes simulations can be different for each one of them. The one that's actually doing the job is the pressure. Without the pressure, it's just gonna fall and kind of like squeeze itself down. But what's doing the magic here is the pressure, and then also the custom volume. If you want to really increase the target volume, can kind of expand itself. You can experiment with this. This guy actually, if you turn off the pressure and turn on internal spring, that's also kind of give a nice interesting result. It tries to hold itself instead of expanding. It tries to hold itself, and you can also change this into different presets, like maybe cotton or silk. Maybe in this case the internal spring can be off, pressure maybe just a little bit. So it's behaving more like cotton. If you wanna ever want to kind of transfer the attributes, you can use the preset over here. Just save new presets and then copy it. So just create a new preset and oops. And copy the presets and restart the simulations. So this one is a little bit more like cotton. There are other things that you can do, like for example, you can randomize the size of the letter. Random, just something that you want to play around with. Oh, let's see what's gonna happen. Oh, it doesn't seem to like it. If it doesn't like, then you can always scale instance. Put it over here. Yeah. Now we end up with this kind of abstract horror looking text. Let's see, don't use, maybe not Huberfish, but Noto Rubik Futura. This is Futura Bold, I think. So Futura Bolds might look funky. Change the character spacing. Okay, yeah, apparently for some font, this extrude or the voxel amount is not correct. Okay, let's try this setting. I think maybe having equal amount of mesh volume is, we probably need to change this to size. Ah yeah, okay. It's interesting. It makes sense. I mean, the mesh is probably a little bit screw. We probably need to use triangle in this case. Okay, yeah, it's better now. So it's just an example using geometry nodes and other modifier, like in this case just close. I haven't tried with collisions or rigid body, soft rigid body, or fluid. In its Blender have its own fluid instead of flip fluid, so there's a lot of things to try. Using font is one of the easiest way, just to demonstrate simulations and its effects on geometry. So there you go. Hopefully you find this useful. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.